Hi, my name is Arifa Delasimo, and I'm making this video today to tell you about a wonderful opportunity you have to invest in yourself and your own future career goals by enrolling in Matthews Tutors. I'm currently a freshman student at Columbia University in the city of New York, an Ivy League institution where I am studying neuroscience and behavior on the pre-med track. I personally don't believe that I would have had the ability to call myself a Columbia student had it not been for the efforts of Matthews Tutors all those years ago. When I was in high school, I struggled with math, and I knew that I struggled with math. Math filled me with fear, and I wasn't confident doing it. But after just a few sessions with Matthews Tutors, not only was I instilled with the confidence to go forth in whatever math classes I chose to take, but I was able to increase my ACT score by almost 10 points, helping me earn a super score of 35. With those numbers, I was able to get accepted to all 16 colleges I applied to, including but not limited to Cornell University, Georgetown University, Tulane University, Duke University, and the college I currently attend, Columbia University. Matthews Tutors is going to do everything that they can to help you. That's what they did for me. But not only are they going to help you be a better student, they're going to continuously check in on you. I know that I personally received a lot of messages of support from them during my first semester of college, which was one of the hardest semesters I've ever experienced as a student. Matthews made sure that I had the confidence to go forth and pursue my own academic goals, but they also helped me increase the numbers too so that I could get where I wanted to be. And I know that they can do the same thing for you if you give them a chance. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our live session, our free math tutoring or tutorial session. Today, we're going to be entertaining the elementary school and middle school or junior high, depends on where you are. Today, we're going to have a really good time walking through some math questions. We're also going to deal with some puzzles. The puzzles are not that, one of them is probably mathematical, but it's quite engaging. It's a different type of style to the puzzles that we typically have. And so I hope you've had a good week so far. I know it's Friday. Back to school is getting closer. And so looking forward to you all joining us today and having a really good time. Remember that as we walk through the problems that I'm going to be showing or sharing with you today, if there's a topic that it's of keen interest to you or something that you really would like to see questions on, please feel free to indicate in the chat so that we can talk about those topics as well. But if you don't have any other questions and you just want to hang out with us, we really appreciate you being here. So if this is your first time joining us, please feel free to subscribe. We really encourage you to subscribe so that when we go live, don't just subscribe, hit the bell so that when we go live, you get a notification on your phone, on your computer, or whatever device you use to connect with us. You'll get a notification there. And also when we post new videos, you'll also get a notification that we have posted some new videos. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with some questions. Feel free to let us know where you are joining us from. Are you from the United States, from Canada? Are you in Texas or any other state? We are in Texas locally. But if you're in another state, let us know where you're from. And if you want to share with us why you're joining today. Are you joining because you feel like you want to get ready for school, or your parents give you a link and said, hey, check it out? Or you joined us last week and you're looking forward to another experience. So just chat with us and we'll Today we'll run about an hour. We may go a little bit over an hour, but we'll definitely do at least an hour today. And always feel free to share questions, share your ideas. When the question pops up on the screen, I want you to be engaged, walk through the question and share your answer with us. It doesn't matter if your answer is wrong. What we're here for is to just have a fun time learning math together. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with our first question for today. So we're going to see questions for second graders, third graders, and all the way up till about 7th grade today. So we'll go ahead and get started. Here's our first question. While you're walking through the problems, I'm going to look in the chat on Facebook, on YouTube, and see if you have any comments or any kind of contributions. And I'll give you some time to walk through every problem. And after that, I will show you the best method to use whenever you're trying to solve this in the future. All right, Darren, welcome. You're in the Houston area. All right, so let's see the question. The question says, Isabella and Michelle went to the store to buy some items for their prom. Isabella spent $3,298.37, while Michelle spent $4,156.84. How much more money did Michelle spend? Wow, that's an expensive prom. So how much more money did Michelle spend? Okay, Adeosun from Canada. Welcome, welcome, welcome from Canada. Appreciate you joining us. Feel free to share with your other friends in Canada so that they can join us and have an enriching time with us. So I'm waiting for some answers to come through, to trickle in, and once we get a few answers, then we'll try to answer the question together. Let's see if we're getting some answers coming through yet. All right, so go ahead and answer the questions. Give it your best shot. And I know last time when we had this session, we had a lot of students that were in the 3rd and 4th grades, and we also had quite a few students come through for, I believe, the 6th grade. So I've tried to concentrate questions from the 2nd grade and also take into account that a lot of students are in the 3rd and 4th grades. All right, so Adeosun says $858.47. Okay, we'll wait for maybe one more response and then I'll show you how to go about answering this question. All right, let's go ahead and answer the question. So we have, the question reads that Isabella and Michelle went to the store to buy some items for their prom. Isabella spent $3,298.37, while Michelle spent $4,156.84. All right, how much more money did Michelle spend? So when you're looking for some keywords, when you're trying to answer this type of question, okay, Ike says I should wait. All right, we'll wait a few seconds. Okay, you're not done. All right, I like that. So I'll give you some time because you're engaging with the question. So I'll give you some more time. So how much more money did Michelle spend? Anybody else need more time? EKAG needs more time, so we'll give I'll say probably him. I'll give him some more time. Okay, 8:58 and 47, and Darren says 8:62 and 49. All right, so let's go ahead and see who's right. So whenever we see a keyword such as this, okay, Ike, thank you for taking part. How much more money did, how much more is actually the one that indicates that we will be doing some subtraction. Let's go ahead and do some subtraction. We're going to subtract the smaller one from the bigger one. So it's going to be 4,156.84 minus $3,298.37. All right, so we're going to do some subtraction here. So can we take 7 from 4? No, we cannot. So we're going to come over here and borrow 1 from there. So we're left with 7 over here. The one that we borrow becomes 10 because it's from this place value here. It's from this place value here. So we take 10 here and then we add it to 4. It makes it 14. 14 minus 7, we have 7. And then we're left with 7 over here. So 7 minus 3, we have 4. For that period here, our decimal point. Now we need to take 8 from 6. That's not possible because 8 is greater than 6. So we're going to borrow 1 from here. We have 4 left over here. And then the one we borrow becomes 10. And we make this 16 because we add 10 to 6. We get 16. 16 minus 8, we have 8. Now we go over here, we have 4 minus 9. We can't really take 9 items from 4 items. So we're going to borrow 1 from here. And this is going to become 0. The one we borrow becomes 10. We add it to 4. We now have 14. 14 minus 9, we have 5. Can we take 2 from nothing? No, we cannot. So we're going to come over here and borrow 1. It's going to be 3 left over here. The one that we borrow becomes 10. So 10 plus 0 is 10. So 10 minus 2, we have 8. And then 3 minus 3 is 0. There's no need to write it. So we have $858.47 as how much more money Michelle spent than Isabel. Well done to everyone who attempted the question. Very good job, well done. All right, so we're going to go to the next question. The next question here is place value. We're going to be rounding some numbers. This is about 3rd grade to 4th grade. We're going to be rounding some numbers. A stadium can seat 57,248 people. Round this number to the nearest 10, to the nearest 100, and to the nearest 1,000. For our 3rd and 4th graders, a stadium can seat 57,248 people. Round this number to the nearest 10, 100, 1,000. All right, let's see what we got from everyone. No, we're going to round it, so we're going to create a new number. It's not A, B, or C. It's going to be, we have an answer for A, an answer for B, and an answer for C. So we're going to round the number to the nearest 10. We're going to round this number to the nearest 100. And we're going to round this number to the nearest 1,000. Let's see if anybody has an answer. So round this number to the nearest 10, round it to the nearest 100, and round it to the nearest 1,000. Okay, let's see what you have. 60,010. Is that to the nearest 1,000, 100, or 10? You're going to round the number 3 times. Okay, I see some answers coming through. All right. All right. Okay, Adeoso has, I think, Adeoso, are you in 3rd or 4th grade? I think you understood the question pretty clearly. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, you're in 3rd grade. Okay, okay. All right, so let's try to answer this question. Does anybody want to try it and needs more time? Okay, you're going to 4th grade. All right, very good, very good. Does anybody else want to try it and needs a bit more time? Okay. All right, I'll wait. Darren says we should wait. So let's wait a few minutes or so, maybe 1 minute. Let's wait a little bit and then we'll get to answering this and see who got it right. Okay, let's go ahead and answer the question. So we have this number, 57,248, and we're trying to round this number to the nearest. Let's start with the nearest 10. When we're looking at rounding to the nearest 10, what that simply means is that we have to rewrite this so that the last number is a 0. So in order for that to happen, we're going to pay attention to this number because this is the tens place value. This digit here is in the tens position. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look to the right of this. We see a number 8. This number 8 is greater than 5, so that means we're going to put a 0 at the end and we're going to increase 4 to 5. So this is going to be 57,002, and then this is going to be 50. So you can see here that the number ends with a 0. That's the nearest 10. Now let's talk about the nearest 100. With the nearest 100, you're going to see that when you look at the number 100, you can see that it ends with 2 zeros. So we're going to rewrite this number so that it ends with 2 zeros. So let's go ahead and we pay attention to 5, 7, and then 2. Now we need to figure out what needs to happen. Are we going to increase this 2? Are we going to make it 3? Or are we going to just keep it the same? In order to make that determination, let's go over to 4. You see here that 4 is less than 5. So that means 2 is going to stay exactly the way it is, and we're going to end with 2 zeros. Now let's look at 1,000. So I'm going to pay attention to 5. 7 is in the thousandth position. Now the question we need to ask ourselves, if you look at the 1,000, it has 3 zeros. So we need to end this number with 3 zeros. So in order to do that, 7 is the number that we have interest in, and we're going to look to the right of 7. We see it's a 2. 2 is less than 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep our 7 and replace every other number with zeros. So this is what it means to round a number to the nearest 10, to the nearest 100, and to the nearest 1,000. You can see a simple trend here. When you have the nearest 10, it ends with 1 0. The nearest 100, it ends with 2 0. The nearest 1,000, it ends with 3 zeros. So that's how you will answer this question. So Adeosun, very good job. Job well done on this question. And for those who did not get it right, I hope this makes sense to you. If you haven't learned it, you will learn it probably in 3rd grade, if you're not in 3rd grade yet. And so let's go ahead and go to our next question. Our next question is going to be for our 6th to 7th graders. The reason I brought this question up again, or rather I brought up this question, is because in our last week's session, I noticed that most students had a hard time with percent. So now we have another question in percent. What are we talking about? Percent. We're talking about percent and sales taxes actually. Most of the time, last week we had a few students in 6th and 7th grades that struggled with sales tax problems, and so I thought I made a promise that I will bring up an extra question this week on sales taxes, and so this is me just fulfilling that promise. So we're going to give everyone a chance to try to answer this question. I hope we have some 6th and 7th graders. This question actually, I would say that even if you're in a higher grade, you should try it, because I had some students in the higher grades and they also needed some help with percent. So I think everyone should try it and see if you can get the answer. Michelle went to the grocery store to buy some produce. The produce cost $18 and was charged a sales tax of 7%. What was his total bill? What was his total bill? Let's see if we got people answering. Checking on comments on YouTube to see if anyone is able to answer the question. If you're not able to answer the question, that's fine. We will definitely walk through these problems together. Just as a reminder, every Thursday I believe Thursdays until we get back to school, we'll be doing a live session at about 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and that would be for high school students, so 9th graders to 12th graders, or better put, anyone learning anything from Algebra 1 all the way to pre-calculus. We'll be covering topics that are relevant to you. And on Fridays, we'll be dealing with a lot of elementary school, middle school, and junior high. In some states, middle school and junior high are interchangeable, so try to make sure we accommodate all of them. Okay, EKAG, all right. $19.26, and Jaden says $3.89. All right. So let's wait for one more answer, and then we'll try to answer this together. Let's give, anybody need more time? Anyone interested in answering the question and just needs more time? Just indicate in the chat that I really want to do this, but I need a bit more time. Okay, I haven't seen any comments yet, so any comments for more time, that is. So let's go ahead and answer this question. So Mitchell went to the grocery store to buy some produce. The produce cost $18 and was charged a sales tax of 7%. What was his total bill? The first thing we need to understand is that the total bill is going to be, is cost of produce plus sales tax. And sales tax, we're going to have it in dollars. So what we need to now do is, how do we figure out the sales tax in dollars for this situation? So we're going to now find 7% of $18 because the store is charging 7% on the item that was purchased, on the cost of the item that was purchased. So it's going to be 7%. I'm going to show you two different ways to do percent here. 7%, and we can say this is going to be x over 100. That's one way to do it. And then we do it, sorry, x over 18, sorry, not it's x over 100, x over 18. And so we're going to do a cross product here. And so this is going to simply be 7 multiplied by 18 divided by 100. And because it's divided by 100, I will not spend any time trying to simplify. I'll just go 126 over 100. And when you deal with dividing by 100, what you're going to do is you're going to have 126, put a decimal right here. And because you're dividing by 100, you're going to move it 2 units to the left. And your decimal is going to come here. It's going to be $1.26. That's one approach. The other approach is 7 over 100 multiplied by 18 over 1. So this is going to give you the same thing. You can see that. That's the beauty of math. There are always several ways to get to your answer. Well, most of the time. Sometimes you have just one way, but most of the time you have several ways. So this is also going to be $1.26. So our total bill is going to be cost of produce, that is $18, plus sales tax in dollars, that is $1.26. So I have a habit of doing, I like to do the vertical arrangement. So it's going to be $18 plus 0.26. Remember to line up your decimals and make sure you respect place values. So 1 is in the same place value as 8, and there's no number here, so I'll put a 0. So this is going to be 6, this is going to be 2, 8 plus 1 is 9, 1 plus 0 is 9. So this is going to be $19.26. $19.26 is going to be the total bill for Michelle at this grocery store, for this grocery store visit. Let me know if you have any questions. Jaden, I hope you're able to see where you went wrong, and hopefully this allows you to correct some of the challenges that you had with this question. All right, so now that we're done with this, let's go to our first puzzle for the day. Our first puzzle for the day. What is a shark's favorite game? So what you're going to have to do is all of these, you're going to add up all of these numbers and find out, and then look for a match on the right hand side, and you can see that every problem or every addition problem has a letter that it comes right before it. You're going to replace each of these numbers here with the letter that matches it from the left hand side. Let's wait for some answer. Here's our puzzle. First puzzle for the day. There's going to be another one towards the end of our time together. So this is the first puzzle. You're going to add up each of these numbers, and then you're going to find a letter that matches the numbers on the right hand side, and you're going to be able to spell a word, or you're going to be able to identify the shark's favorite game after you perform the addition. So let's give you some time. I know there's quite a few things to add here, so I'll give you time. I'll give you time to walk through it. When I start seeing your answers trickle in, then we'll start walking through it together. Everyone having fun with this one? This one is so fun because anybody can try it. Anybody can attempt it. Let's see who comes up with Shark's favorite game first. Is anyone confused on what to do? If you're confused about what to do, please let me know. Let's see. This is exciting. I'm waiting to see who's going to come up with the answer first. First person to come up with the answer. All right. So what you're going to do on what you're going to do here, let me do an example just so that you can see what you're supposed to do. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is A. So 1 plus 2, that is 3. Oh, let me get a better color. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. So now we have 4, 4, 3. So we're going to look for 4, 4, 3. Look at it right here. I'm just going to write the letter A because that was the question that gave us 443. So we're going to write A over here. So you're going to do that for each of these problems here, and then you're going to write the letter in the middle. You're going to write the letter that matches the answer that you got here, just like we did for 443. And then when you're done with all of the problems here, you're going to create the name of the Shark's favorite game. And that's all we're going to be. It's going to be 3 words, really, that make up the Shark's favorite game. So somebody says W is 996. 996 for W. Oh, I see. So 6, 9, and then 9 here. So you can put a W right here. Let's see how we're doing with this. Okay. All right, 689 for S. So let's see, 689, where's S? All right, 986. So 689, this is S right here. So D is 955. So this is 5, 5, 9. And somebody said that is D, 955. D. $787 for E. All right. So 787. 787 for E. Should be 797, not 787. 797 right here. Let me write it properly. 797. 797. All right. Okay, Jaden seems to be the first person to come up with the name of the Shark's favorite game. Says Swallow the Leader. Swallow the Leader. Let's see if that's correct. So we have D is 955. Okay, we got that. We have L is 986. 986. Okay, so 6, 8, 9. So 986 is L. 979 is also L. Okay. 944 also is L. Okay. This is very interesting. So we have 8 of the letters accounted for. E is 858. 858. So E is 858. Let's find that. Okay. I see some more answers coming in. All right. So let's go ahead and try to answer all the questions. So we have 9 here, 7, 9. And this is going to be L, 979, 979. Okay, we got that here already. Here we have 4, we have 5 here, and we have 4. So that is T. Then we have 4, we have 4, we have 9. That is L as well. We got that. This is 9, 2, 729. We have W. Okay, swallow the leader. Okay, Darren says swallow the leader. And then we have 9, 4, 9, 949. That is A. 4, 6, 964. 964, that is O. This is 4, 8, 8. 884, that is H. 997, that is E. And then we have 6, 6, and then we have 3. So that is R. So that is correct. Swallow the leader. Swallow the leader. That is the answer to this question. That is the Sharks' favorite game. The Sharks' favorite game is Swallow the Leader. Very well done. Very well done. All right, let's talk about our back to school program. We have a back to school program going on, and the reason why we have this every year before school starts is we hear from teachers, and we know because of some of the challenges we have when school starts. And so back to school program is an opportunity for students to, we call it a soft landing. That means that when you get back to school, instead of dealing with so much pressure, so many challenges, because one, you have forgotten some of the stuff you learned the previous year, and most teachers like to do a short review in the first week of school, and they sometimes have a really hard time because a lot of students are really behind. They've forgotten a whole lot. So what we do with our back to school program is get the students started before they go to school, so that at least when they get back to school, it's not a hectic experience. It's not something that is very overwhelming for them. So that is the main reason why we came up with this back to school program, to make sure that students have an easier time readjusting to the school year when they go back after a long summer break. All right, we'll go ahead and continue with our problems, the math problems that we have for today. Let's go to the next problem. For our second and third graders, identify the fractions below. We're looking for the ones that are shaded. Identify these fractions. Identify the fractions below. Second and third graders. Let's give you some time. Give you some time to answer these questions. Always remember a fraction has a numerator and a denominator. Let's see how many answers we're getting. Okay, so Adeosun says the first one is 4 over 11, the second one is 3 over 8, and the third one is 13 over 18. Okay, let's see let's give one or two more people a chance, an opportunity to answer the questions. But good job, Adeosun, for just participating. I really enjoy everyone that has participated. This makes this time a lot more fun when I'm getting some participation. All right, so Darren is coming through with some answers. So identify the fractions below. Identify the fractions below. Okay, 4 over 11, 3 over 8 so far. (18 over 23). Are you sure about that? Check that again. Check that again. Okay, while you're checking that, thank you for the contribution. So let's go ahead and try to answer this question on identifying fractions. Whenever you have a fraction, you have a numerator and a denominator. The numerator is the one that has the total number of pieces, of slices. So here we're going to look at this. We're going to count. Let's use this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So your denominator actually is the total number of slices. Your denominator is the total number of slices. And your numerator is the number of slices that we want to count, the number of slices that are shaded. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 4 over 11. So this fraction is 4 over 11. So let's just walk through it again for those who have not covered this. In a fraction, your denominator is the total number of slices. And here we have 11 slices. And that's for your denominator. Your numerator is the number of shaded slices, or the number of slices they're asking you to account for. Sometimes you may be asked to find the fraction that is not shaded. So in that case, your numerator will be the number of unshaded slices. So let's go ahead and answer the second one. We're going to go through the same process. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 rather. 8 is over here. So we have 8 total slices, and we focus on the shaded slices. 1, 2, 3. So this is 3 over 8. Now we come to the third diagram here. So we're going to count the total number of slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 18 here, and you can also see that we have 13 slices that are shaded. So that is 13 over 18. 13 over 18 is going to be the number of slices we have, the fraction of the number of slices that are shaded. All right, so good job, everyone. Let's go to the next question. Solve the fractions below. Third and fourth graders, we're talking about adding and subtracting fractions. Adding and subtracting fractions. So solve the fractions below. Is anyone having a challenge with this question? Indicate in the comments. Let's go ahead and add and subtract fractions. Let's wait for some answers to come through, and then we'll do the answer. We'll solve the problems together. No answers on fractions? Okay, okay. I'll give you more time. I'll give you more time. Okay, let's see how much more time do you need, Adeosun? It's tricky. Yeah, that's true. It is tricky. But I'm going to show you a simple way to do it. Show you a simple way to do this. Okay, 19 over 56. All right. I think so. Looks about right. Now let's wait, give you some more time for the second problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer the first one while you're all working on the second one. So for the first one, we're going to, there are two ways to solve. Well, there's a very common way to solve fractions, which is to we find the equivalent fraction. But to do that, we need to first find the least common denominator for 7 and 8. You can safely just multiply 7 and 8 together because I don't believe there's any other number lower than 56 that is a common multiple for 7 and 8. So what we're going to do here is we're going to rewrite 5 over 7 so it has a new denominator of 56. So we're going to have 5 over 7. We multiply 7 by 8. We multiply 5 by 8. So this is 40 over 56. All right, very good, 56. So this is going to be 40 over 56. We're going to also rewrite 3 over 8 so it has a common denominator, so it has a denominator of 56. So 3 over 8, we multiply 8 by 7, so we multiply 3 by 7. We have 21 over 56. So this is 40 over 56 minus 21 over 56, which is going to give us 19 over 56 because your denominators are the same, you just subtract your numerators. There is another way you could try this also. You can do a cross product, multiply that way, multiply that way. You see my arrows are pointing to where the 8 goes, and so you multiply this way and then you're going to also multiply this way. So this is 5 multiplied by 8 is 40, minus 3 multiplied by 7 is 21, divided by 7 multiplied by 8 is 56. You can see that we're getting the same answer. So either one of these methods will get you to your answer. So let's go ahead and do the addition. So you can see here we have 3 and 15. 15 is a multiple of 3, so that means that we're going to rewrite 2 over 3 so it has a denominator of 15. So 2 over 3, we want a denominator of 15, so we multiply 3 by 5, we also multiply 2 by 5. So this is going to give us 10 over 15. So now we have 10 over 15 plus 7 over 15, which is 17 over 15. Now when you have this, we're going to convert this to a mixed number. So 17 over 15. How many groups of 15 in 17? We have 1. 1 multiplied by 15 is 15. We subtract and we're left with 2. So this is going to give us, this is your whole number, 1. Your remainder becomes your numerator. and your divisor becomes your denominator. So Adeosun she got them all right. So this is probably an easier way to do this. The cross multiplication method will just make it longer. So I would stick with this method on this one. But you could try the cross multiplication method. If you want to see it, let's do it. So this is 2 multiplied by 15, 3 multiplied by 7, and then 3 multiplied by 15. So this is going to give you 30 plus 21 over 45, which is 51 over 45. Now we divide both by 3, we're going to get 17 over 15. So it doesn't matter which method you use, you're going to get the same answer. All right, let's go ahead and do one more question. 6th to 7th graders, a question on proportion. I believe after this we have our last puzzle for the day. After this question we have a puzzle. It's going to be a fun puzzle. It has no math in it at all. What is the value of x if 6 over 7 equal to 2x over 18? So this is for our 6th and 7th graders. Six over 7 equal to 2x over 18. Okay, anybody want to try this one? Any 6th grader or 7th grader here? Or maybe you're an 8th grader. See if you remember what you learned in 6th and 7th grades. Okay, let's go ahead and answer this question, and then we will go ahead and do our final puzzle for the day. So what we're going to do here is do a cross multiplication here. So we have 7.71. Can we not have decimals? What's the fraction? So we have 6 multiplied by 18 equal to 7 multiplied by 2x. We have 108 equal to 14x. Divide both sides by 14. So x is equal to 108 divided by 14. So this is 54 and this is 7. So this is going to give us 54 divided by 7. 54 divided by 7. How many groups of 7 do we get in 54? We have 7 groups. 7 multiplied by 7, we have 49. And we're left with 5. So I'm going to actually use 7, 5 over 7 as the value for x here. I won't use a decimal because sometimes this 5 over 7 it is not a terminating decimal. It's a repeating decimal, but over about 6 digits before it starts to repeat. So I wouldn't just go 7.71. I would just stick with the fraction here. All right, we have one more puzzle before we go. Let's go to our last puzzle for the day. So we have about 10 descriptions here, and the job here is to come up with the word that matches the description. The word that matches the description. How's it going? Let's see, we got some things coming through. Spider, all right. Globe, okay. Apple, hammer, all right. So I see some spider. So spider. Ohio. Oh, well, the state has to have 5 letters in the name. The round map of the world. I think everyone that responded got that one right. So that one is globe. Red fruit. I see apple. And then nail pounding tool. Nail pounding tool. Okay, I see one person has an answer. Says hammer. Hammer. I think I see someone here with the name of a state. It says Idaho. All right. Idaho. Mexico. Is that the Spanish speaking country? Let's check if that's going to work. Mexico. All right. The horned animal. I see rhino. All right. Rhino. All right. We're looking for polygon. We're looking for school subject and color. 3 more to go. Polygon, school subject, and color. Those are the 3 things that are missing. So let's give some time for everyone to attempt this. Let's see what we have. We're still waiting on the last three words: a school subject, a color, and a polygon. Ecology. No, that's not it. This is good. This is good. All right, let me throw some hints there. Let me put a letter at the end to give you a hint. So English, look at this. This is it's an 8-letter word. So you have to find an 8-letter word. English is only 7 letters, so there's going to be a missing letter. English is 7 letters. We need an 8-letter word. Let me drop another hint. Let's see what we got. What do we have? Another hint. I'll keep dropping hints until until somebody guesses what it is on the school subject. Singing is only 7 letters. We need 8 letters. All right, very good. That is the right answer. It is spelling. Spelling. Very good job. Very good job. All right, let's answer the other ones so we can go for the week. I'm gonna put some hints on these other ones. Let's call this, put a T here, and let's put an O here. All right, I'm about to let me give you like maybe one extra minute. I'll give you one extra minute and then I will go ahead and tell you what the answers are for the last 2 things. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer this question. The last 2 words. Let's figure out what those last 2 words are. Okay, polygon is octagon. That is correct. Octagon. And the color is violet. So the color is violet, the polygon is octagon. So very well done, everyone. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for contributing to this live session. Don't forget, we still have our back to school program going on, and here we have our contact details on the screen: 281-541-0172. We also have our email address if you want to send us an email to ask questions about the program that we're offering. And also you can go on our website. There's a contact us page on our website that allows you to send us some questions through the website if you don't want to send us an email directly. So thank you all for your time. Thank you for joining us this week. Next week, we're going to have a live session again. On Thursday, we're going to have high school students, 8th to 12th grade. We added 8th grade because of the fact that some 8th graders are already starting to do some college work, some Algebra 1 and so on and so forth. And then on Fridays, on Friday next week, we're going to be having our 1st graders to 7th graders. And if you have any questions, you can go on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page and send us a message directly. If there's a topic that you're interested in that you would like for us to cover, go ahead and let us know through our YouTube channel or through our Facebook page or any of our social media and any of our social media networks. We have Twitter. You can go on our Twitter and send us a tweet. You can go on our Facebook and send us a message on Facebook, or you can go to the community tab of our YouTube channel and send us a message right there. So thank you all for your time. I hope you have a wonderful weekend this weekend, and look forward to spending this time again with you next week. Enjoy your weekend and God's blessings to you. Be safe this weekend. Stay away from trouble and be good. Bye for now.